many places like he did in the Bible. But then what in the world would some people have to talk about? I'm being honest with you today. There are people that literally are in love with their ailments. If there is not something wrong with them, they will find something wrong with them. And you have true people who have real needs, but God forbid that you would really have a sickness that you need some empathy because they've had it and they've done it. And I want you to know theirs was worse than yours is. Very toxic. We have to be very careful. All right, profile of healthy groups. Oh, Lord, let's turn this ship. Provide a safe place to fail. They fail, we help them up. They fail, we help them up again. They can't get delivered from their nicotine. They should feel that we're not critical of that, but we understand that it's difficult and that we're praying that God's going to strengthen them until they grow strong enough to be able to do it. And they know that if they fail, we're not going to judge them, but we're going to be there for them. Safe place to fail. Always growing toward Jesus Christ and with one another. I mean, we should be growing, no matter how mature we are in the Lord, growing with Jesus Christ and with one another. We never grow beyond that. Joy in building something great together. Great groups, healthy groups, love to build stuff together. Maturing in the fruit of the Spirit, improving our social skills. You know what? We are really jerks, most of us, by nature, because we are after Adam. Don't be surprised when you have this really nasty attitude that gets on you sometimes. Don't be shocked at that. Realize that we're human. But fruit of the Spirit, we're going to grow toward that. All right, we're maturing in the fruit of the Spirit, improving our social skills, serving in our gifting. We're mentoring, we're sharing, we're preferring, we're pleasant, we're easy to be entreated. That means if I ask, I try to say yes. Even if I have to say no, I try to say it in a yes way. Smiling, validating, we're IDing their gifts, we're celebrating tiny steps, we're supporting one another's dream, and we are one another's advocate. We're trusting positive intentions. We honor one another's achievements. We respect the opinions of others other than our own. Very, very important. All right, let's see. Now, we're going to go back to, where was I? We're finishing up our covenant. I want you to get out your last little tool here. And let's see our card. Our covenant card. There it is. Our covenant card. And you have a nice, cute, it's kind of flimsy, but I didn't know how else to do it. But you've got this cute little key ring, a lady in our church. It's the net. So you can remember that outside, this is what you're going to do, and inside, this is what you're going to do. Okay. My outside covenant. And then we're going to pray today, and I'm going to pray a blessing over you. I want to pray an enlightenment over you. I want to pray the gifts of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding upon you. It is God's will for us to covet the gifts that's going to help us to be effective. It is God's will for us to covet that. Okay, outside, what am I going to do? In fact, I think I'm going to pass around the microphone. Brother Tim, do we have another microphone? Okay, you can just start. Y'all can start down there with Weir. Read what I will. You're first on the list.
I will.
Where?
Yeah.
The first sentence?
Yeah.
I will make contacts, families, friends, new people.
Okay, next.
Track contacts, use my little black book.
Okay.
I will connect with the extended family of my contacts.
Yes.
I will invest in relationships, listen, meet needs, use my prayer cloth, and acts of kindness.
Okay.
I will increase my likability factor. Tim Sanders.
I will tell my grace story.
Okay.
I will introduce my outside circle to my inside circle.
Okay.
I will invite my circle of influence to church events.
I will prepare potential guests for what they can expect.
Okay.
I will share God has planned for you Bible study.
Okay.
I will expand my contact base.
Okay.
I will pray for my contacts.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do outside. I think everyone can do that. Now, by sharing Bible study, that doesn't mean you have to set up a Bible study appointment or even have a special time where you take it out. It means you read it. Remember, we read one lesson a week. And it means you share the principles in the Bible study. Okay, now let's look at the backside, my inside covenant, because we're meshing, right? I'm outside and I'm working with my contacts, but on the inside, I do different things that are very important. Okay, next.
Okay. If I have a guest, I will introduce my guest to church staff, fellow members.
If I have a guest, I will provide elbow for spiritual journey and entry-level opportunities.
Right, very good.
If I have a guest, I will connect them with as many links as possible.
Very good.
If I do not have a guest, I will welcome newcomers for guests 3 minutes before and after service.
Okay, now I want to stop right here. Very important. I want you to make a covenant with me. I came a long way here to ask a few things of you, and I believe you'll do it, and you will see a major difference in yourself and this church family. You are going to see a major difference. If you just 3 minutes before church, you concentrate on guests or newcomers, and 3 minutes after church, instead of worrying about where your friends are going to eat, make it an intentional target to speak to new guests, repeat guests, and newcomers. Can everyone do that? All righty. Oh my God, I don't know what all y'all going to do. Brother Stone King told me, he said, when I come to see EJ, I'll tell you, we're going to have the best. You're going to go there, and they're going to do it, and I know they'll do it, and we're going to have the best crusade ever. So we got to do it, y'all. We got to do it. All right, next one.
If I do not have a guest, I will meet at least one new person per church service.
Okay, can't we do that if we don't have a guest? All right, next one.
If I do not have a guest, I will connect with at least one newcomer each service.
Okay.
If I do not have a guest, I will park at the back, sit toward the front and the center to leave the aisle seats open for guests.
Okay, that's what in America we call back, front, center, and we encourage. In fact, it was amazing. My husband said in faith for Easter, he said, now I want everyone to park over in the field. Let's leave the parking lots, and we have nice paved parking lots, they're pretty big, for guests, because we don't know. Would you believe they filled it up? We had people on Easter with no special promotion. There were no seats left in the house. The kids were doing their thing in a whole other section of the church, and they were lined up along the walls. We had our church family, God bless them, they were doing this. They parked out in the field. They got up and gave their seats to newcomers because we had people just coming everywhere, and I've seen y'all do that here. I know you do that. But we park in the back, we sit toward the front, and it's very intimidating for we tend to sit on the edge, and I do it too. But if we intentionally think each row needs at least one side open, it's very intimidating, think about that, for a guest to come in and then have to step over people. But if we're just intentional about scooting down and leaving seats open on the end for guests, it will be a powerful welcome. That's a wow factor. Okay, next one, please.
If I do not have a guest, I will add a newcomer or guest to my lunch party.
Okay, that's a Sunday lunch plus one. Just add somebody new. But you know what? I just love to talk about the stuff I love to talk about. You know what? Let's find another opportunity to do that, okay? Invite those new folks. Sunday lunch plus one. Next one, please.
If I do not have a guest, I will smile and memorize names.
Very, very good. Okay, next one, please.
If I don't have a guest, I will serve in my giftings and pray for ways to include new people.
Can't we all do that? All right, now I would like for us to pray. We're going to pray for a few minutes here. I'd just like for us to pray. And then I have a little spot, my mesh covenant. It says, I will read my inside-outside covenant every day for the next 21. And I did talk with Brother Tim, and I think we've changed that to 31. If you would just kind of